York City next Friday, July the 10th, for Ebola Recovery Transparency. We still have Ebola in Sierra Leone. Our people are still dying. Our leaders have done not much to make sure we eradicate this deadly disease that has taken so many of our people. Our president is accountable to be able to tell us what he's going to do with the funds that he wants to gain when he comes to the United Nations. So we as concerned Sierra Leoneans are once more heading to New York City on Friday, July 10th to make sure our voices are heard. We can't keep pouring money into the system and the money is being misused. We can't keep pouring money into the system and this money is not being used effectively. We must hold our leaders accountable. When we vote for them, they must be able to account to whatever we tell them we need done.
Ladies and gentlemen, citizens of Sierra Leone, the international community, and all those pledging to support our country once again in this fight for Ebola. We are concerned that the management of the previous fund, the Ebola fund, was not too effective and is still under review in Sierra Leone. Knowing this and in light of this, we are insisting, we people that are concerned, the concerned Sierra Leoneans, we are insisting and urging that the international community, please, United Nations, philanthropic organizations, supporters, donors, Western countries, the United Nations, ECOWAS, whosoever is going to be present at the pledging of funds. We insist that they please insist on citizens' involvement, stringent accountability and transparency frameworks to manage this fund.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, Sierra Leonean Americans, the international community, this is a public awareness message to bring your attention to the need for transparency and most of all, accountability in the management of the Ebola Recovery Program in Sierra Leone.
We have all worked extremely hard to eradicate Ebola, so we cannot entrust the Ebola recovery funds in the hands of the same individuals and characters and institutions who let us down in the Ebola audit report. These individuals were cited in the Ebola audit report, so we cannot entrust them.
This, I believe, is in line with the state building, peace building, transparency initiatives and regimes of the international community. So we insist that this is in line with their initiatives, in line with their good intentions, and to prevent good money going after bad.
Local councils, municipal governments, community leaders, and the civil society have all complained that they have been left out of Sierra Leone government's Ebola recovery plan formulation. Like the initial Ebola response funding campaign, formulation and plans for subsequent implementation have been centralized in the office of the President and his Koroma. This is simply unacceptable.
We cannot keep giving them money because we're not seeing results. And when you don't see results, you must follow through. Let us hold these leaders accountable. Let us come out in our numbers. Let us show up in New York City and make our voices heard. As concerned Sierra Leoneans, our people in Sierra Leone are being suppressed because they are not allowed to speak. But we have to keep fighting for this fight that belongs to all of us.
Please join us at the United Nations in New York on July 10, 2015 at 8:30 a.m. to ask for transparency and accountability in formulating and implementing the Ebola Recovery Program.
This is a public awareness message to bring your attention to the need for transparency and most of all, accountability in the management of the Ebola Recovery Program in Sierra Leone.
That there be an insistence, a clause to insist that the management of the Ebola funds should be overseen by citizens, and the decision-making framework should be one that citizens can be involved in.
We, the concerned Sierra Leoneans, are not against the idea of the international community giving to the government of Sierra Leone the much needed funds that will help us to permanently eradicate the Ebola scourge. We are also not against the idea of the international community giving the funds that will help to bring to fruition the Marshall Plan that has been formulated by the government of Sierra Leone. All we are asking is that when these funds are given, there should be accountability and there should be transparency.
This is a public awareness message to bring your attention to the need for transparency, and most of all, accountability in the management of the Ebola Recovery Program in Sierra Leone.
We have all worked extremely hard to eradicate Ebola, so we cannot entrust the Ebola recovery funds in the hands of the same individuals and characters and institutions who let us down in the Ebola audit report. These individuals were cited in the Ebola audit report, so we cannot entrust them.
Please join us at the United Nations in New York on July 10, 2015 at 8:30 a.m. to ask for transparency and accountability in formulating and implementing the Ebola Recovery Program.
For more information, please visit our website at www.cslus.org. That's www.cslus.org. Or simply visit our Facebook page at Concerned Sierra Leoneans.